This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. And like the Tibetan Mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. Now let's talk about it, man. Errol the Truth Spence and Danny Garcia. Woo. Errol the Truth Spence is going to Danny Garcia's Cherry Part 42. This fight right here is going to separate the weak from the strong. This fight right here is going to denote why Errol the Truth Spence needs respect put upon his name. Once Errol the Truth Spence dispatches Danny Garcia, he is pound for pound the #1 fighter in the boxing world. Hino's Sport already has him as pound for pound #1. But this quality win right here puts Errol the Truth Spence pound for pound #1, and I will argue that shit down with the best of them. Because you have a 2019 calendar year of Lamont Peterson, a 2019 calendar year of Mikey Garcia, a 2019 calendar year of Sean Porter, and then you go into a car crash. You go into a temporary sabbatical. And then you say, when you come back, Mr. Line 'em up free smoke style, Danny Garcia first. Deep water tune-up. Tune his fucking ass up. The #5 welterweight. Then Manny Pacquiao. We're going to regress his ass into AARP retirement Pac-Man style. And then the Chihuahua barking behind the damn fist in Terrence Buck Crawford. You got to be on some shit, though. See, what people have to understand is fighters are not built in the same vernacular. They're not built in the same structure, and they're not built in the same mental. Spence is built differently, dog. For you to go through what you went through, a car crash, and to say that Danny Garcia is my next opponent. See, a lot of people was expecting Errol the Truth Spence to fight Kuda Trilla or Duda Kurov. That was his fucking tune-up. And they were going to try to clown Errol the Truth Spence. But Errol the Truth Spence would have been rightfully deserving of a fucking tune-up. Let me say it again. He would have been rightfully deserving of a fucking tune-up, especially with what he just went through. He basically brushed, and he had a close near-death experience. So he had every right to fight a tune-up because of the heavyweight lifting that he did in 2019. But he went, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Because he wanted to prove the naysayers wrong. He wanted to prove the doubters wrong. And this is what he's going to showcase come December 5th. This is not a if Errol the Truth Spence stopped Danny Garcia. Errol the Truth Spence is going to bulldoze and steamroll Danny Garcia. Errol the Truth Spence is going to Danny Garcia's cherry on December 5th because Danny Garcia done fucked around and picked the wrong fucking cherry. See, Danny Garcia has an MO of picking fighters because it's cherry picking fights. See, he thought because Errol the Truth Spence didn't supposedly stop Mikey Garcia, but Mikey Garcia has been regressing to an Uber, a Lyft, and a whole up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter. Well, Mikey Garcia didn't get, unless he forget, unless I have to remind his ass that Mikey Garcia got beat the fuck up in a charity fight against Eric Morales. What do you think that was? That was an Errol the Truth Spence hangover, bloated fucking trauma. Sean Porter. Oh, the way he got hit by Sean Porter. You don't have the fucking work rate that Sean Porter has. You're not a phone booth fighter like Sean Porter. You don't let your hands go, Danny Garcia. You are fucking flat-footed. Sean Porter's not flat-footed. Sean Porter has football movement. He used to be an ex-football player. This is why his fight against Errol the Truth Spence was competitive. Because Errol the Truth Spence is an ex-football player too. But Errol the Truth Spence's tactical aggression to Sean Porter's ineffective aggression. But it's aggression nevertheless. You don't have that. Plus, you throw Hail Marys, no look, right hand, left hooks. So you're going to get exposed. You are a one-gear fighter. This is what Spence means. This means that you fight one way. That's what one gear is at its truest and its most properest levels. You don't have other dimensions to your fight game. And Spence, knowing this is actually going to be a more comfortable fight than it was against Sean Porter. So you thinking, oh, I'm fighting this is a cherry picking fight. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't stop Mikey Garcia. You know, he got touched up by Sean Porter. So imagine how he'll do with me. You dodo head, you brain full of mush and you brainwashed dodo head. That's right. Fighters, trainers, promoters, all alike can be brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. How do you think stylistically he's going to fight you the same way that he fought Sean Porter? In the fight game, there's a cardinal rule. Styles makes for fights. Danny Garcia, this is why he's a one-gear fighter. Because he can't even understand this fundamental or rudimentary principle. Let me say it again. He doesn't even understand this fundamental and rudimentary principle. So I expect Errol the Truth Spence to park, punish and stop this cherry picker. Why do you think the series is called Errol the True Spence is going to boop Danny Garcia's cherry? Because the cherry thought that he's picking a cherry. But in actuality, come December 5th, his cherry's getting boop in the damn ring. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.